Hello, Star Wars and Unboxing fans. Welcome to a special episode of Darth Tuba's our Star Wars Unboxing show. This, although it isn't every episode special, I think they are. All right. So anyway, what I am here to do right now is to do another review. If you've looked back on some of my videos, you'll see that I've done a review of Star Wars commercials from the 1970s for toys, for Kenner toys, and an Empire Strikes Back one. Today, I'd like to do a Return of the Jedi one. Okay, so these were commercials that basically ran from 83 to 84, maybe the beginning of 85. Okay, so why don't we take a look at them right now?
Okay, so here we go.
Star Wars Return of the Jedi is
Now,
here.
I do notice that these are definitely different than the commercials from Star Wars and Empire. Definitely improved production value. And I will say this, oh, the Emperor, yay! I love mail-aways, proof of purchase. I've seen people having proof of purchase offer like printed on t-shirts. I think that's pretty cool. Now, these may not be in any particular order. A lot of movie clips. Return of the Jedi is my self-proclaimed favorite movie. I absolutely love it. Probably because of the toys, though, I think. So many awesome toys came out from that. Yes.
Surprise, surprise, I'm Lando and
Surprise, surprise!
Get out of here, Luke. Oh, the plank is falling.
Oh no! I love just how they encourage you to just use your imagination and have like buckets and pieces of nature from around you. Very cool. Wow, so many clips. That's awesome. Back then, man, not everybody had DVDs, or nobody had DVDs. Not everybody had VCRs. So this was essentially the best we could do. You know, this was essentially what, like, watching these clips. And if you weren't in the theater, this was the next best thing. Wow, they were elaborate. I remember my family was building a pool when that Return of the Jedi came out, and there was a lot of mounds of dirt for like months, and that was fun. Fun playing, fun imagination. Nice. Jabba. I think that what was really cool about the Return of the Jedi line is that they just really went all out with so many aliens and creatures and characters. I was very impressed with it. It was a shame that some people think of it as the worst of the trilogy, the original trilogy. I just loved it. I was just right in the age where it was just fantastic. Of course, I was sad that it was over at the time. We didn't think there was going to be anything left. Little did we know. Yes. Wow, that Y-Wing, I don't know, looks grayer to me than it was, but I guess it was gray. I mean, that's... Ooh, that's right, it had a little moving part there. Nice. Again, if I didn't say so at the beginning, I actually took borrowing this video clip from the Bearded Trio. You can check them out on YouTube. They have their own channel. Speeder bikes. So much fun. Of course, I love how they put Han Solo in his Bespin outfit on there, but that's because they did not have the Return of the Jedi outfit until later in the year, the next year. I love breakaway toys. Oh. Especially when the more pieces, the better. Anybody remember Smash Up Derby? That was one of my favorite toys pre-Star Wars, because it's two cars that crash together. My favorite scene, when all those all those TIE fighters, just such a cool moment. Fighters coming in, you think? And they finally got the right color of the TIE fighter and X-Wing. Yeah, for some reason, in the 70s, after Star Wars, they made them white. They made both the TIE Fighter and the X-Wing white. I'm not quite sure why. I guess they just decided it was easier to do. But these are closer to the colors we were used to.
The Force is back. The rebels won't tire.
Aw, baby Ewok. Yeah, so people have, people talk about all the hate on Star Wars now, but those of us that were around back in the 80s remember that although it wasn't prominent because we didn't have internet, there was I love the Ewok Village.
Ewok Village playset from Star Wars Return of the Jedi.
But a lot of people didn't really, if you read the letters to the editor of Starlog magazine, there was a lot of hate on the Ewoks, and it's sad, and the whole movie. Of course, then you see commercials like this, and when you hear people say, hey, just use Ewoks to sell toys. No, it's part of the story. Then you see these commercials, and you're like, okay, maybe there was a little bit of toy sales thought about. Ah, love it. I love the Ewoks, though. I didn't have any of those big ones. I had little ones. Maybe there'll be another commercial coming up.
Sold separately from Kenner's Star Wars Return of the Jedi
They're using the regular music. I kind of miss the toy commercial music.
on Kenner's new Star Wars Return of the Jedi poster with the exciting Star Wars trivia game on the back.
Ooh, cool. I think I might have gotten that.
Challenging you to match the names and faces of all the characters from Return of the Jedi.
So many cool things. I love when they did photos of the figures, like mass photos of the figures. That was
These
fantastic.
details at participating stores or send 2 proofs of purchase from any Star Wars action figures to this address.
Yep, there they are. Proofs of purchase.
At their own game.
Ah, Rebo. Max Rebo and the Size Noodles and the Rebo Band. I love those guys. Being a musician, the musicians were always great. And I love the Cantina Band, but I kind of had a softer spot in my heart for this group because they were so different. And plus, Max was a keyboardist. So gotta love that. Dance, Droopy. Wow, it's how ironic that it was Jabba that and tried to kill Snoodles, Sai Snoodles. When if anybody watches the Clone Wars, it was actually Sai Snoodles that killed Zero. Maybe she saw this commercial. Said I'm not gonna let that happen. Now we're getting into new figures. You got the Bosch or Boosh. I thought the technology at the time was pretty cool. Being able to wear a helmet. Yet the ATSD driver couldn't have a helmet. He had to have the helmet permanently on. Rancor. Funny story. My daughter, when she was younger, I had a Star Wars room, and she played in it next to her with her playroom with displays of all the Star Wars rooms. But she could not stand the Rancor. I had to actually take the Rancor out of the house. I put it in a bag. I wrapped the bag in string so it couldn't get out, and then I put the Rancor in the trunk of my car, and it stayed there for years. She just didn't like the Rancor.
Hey guys, we're going back to the battle on planet Endor.
Ooh, that's cool.
Got reports, Ewok were
Yes, it's a better production value. Ooh, nice little playset. When I was a kid, I never really thought about troop building. I never thought about having more than one stormtrooper until this movie came out. Then I just decided, all right, now I got to get a few stormtroopers, a few Micro Scouts.
Speeder bike, Ewok combat glider, assault cannibal, and action
special
figures sold
effects.
separately, only from Kenner Star Wars Return of the Jedi
Return of the
collection.
Jedi collection. That guy was weird. The Falcon. The TIE Interceptor.
Target at 40 degrees.
Comes with the voices.
The shield's still up. Locking lasers. Empire ambush. I'm going for a
Nice.
mouse.
So much fun, just seeing, watching kids play. It just reminded me, of what we did. This is what we did.
Separately, only from Kenner Star
We
Wars
played, went outside, we took our toys outside, usually in a big box or something, and we just played with them. Which is why my Falcon was so messed up. Look at a previous video for my restoration, which I'm really happy I did, because it was pretty dingy.
collection.
Okay, we had a little technical glitch there. I lost my sound, so I'm going to continue about in the same commercial here. Yes, B-Wings. That one scene is the only time you can see the B-Wings actually run up like that, like run up normal, vertical.
New B-Wing fighters and B-wing pilot action figures, each sold separately.
Batteries not included.
Lowering wings, hold on
Ooh,
tight.
nice, fun. I mean, this commercial had more B-wing action than the entire movie had B-wings in it.
New
Fantastic.
fighter
And
and
cool,
B-wing
cool
pilot
ship
action
too.
figures, each sold separately.
Had that little
Star
gyroscopic
Wars
thing with
Return
the
of Jedi collection.
cockpit always being level. That's really cool.
The Galaxy
This was an awesome toy for the Return of the Jedi line. So many awesome toys and vehicles and creatures. Oh, just what a great thing. Still have mine. Although I might have to do a restoration on this one, like I did with the Falcon, because it's just, or at least just a cleaning. You know, maybe pull out the pieces and just get it washed.
New Imperial shuttle action
Maybe
figures sold
replace the
separately
labels.
from
I don't know if you have to do the whole retrograding thing. We'll have to see. Ooh.
You don't
Ooh,
scare
spooky.
me, Darth Vader, because I have the strength of the Force.
These commercials made me put, like, to hang some of my ships with thread up on my ceiling. I even had a star stickers on the ceiling.
Your powers are weakening, Vader.
Okay, this is great. I love this, but it's making me want a lightsaber, and they didn't have them back. All they had was those plastic, bats, and those little plastic things that go.
sold separately only from Kenner.
Boy, that was very limited toys. Okay, cool. I mean, I love watching. Remember, this is the 80s, folks. We didn't all have VCRs right away. So this was how we could rewatch and relive the greatness of watching Star Wars right on our television until it became more common. But this is about the toys. Show us the toys. Maybe because they do show the toys. It's not like they didn't show. There they are. Look at that. I mean, this is a better one because at least you can see them for longer. But I would have had them in the shot the whole time. Ooh, my phone is ringing. I'm gonna ignore it. Okay. More film clips. I mean, this is great, and I appreciate that. But I don't know. It's just I want to see the toys. I want to see the toys. Show me the toys. This is great seeing all. Oh, that was such a great thing. But like that, going into there, look at all these great things here. I mean, oh my God, I would love to just visit that space. Ah, so cool. Hope whoever was calling wasn't important. The space love. Lots of creatures. Ooh. Oh, poor Max Rebo. I mean, this is great, but it's hard to commentary on toys when I'm watching clips. Sometimes I just think of what I didn't get. Like we didn't really get a Emperor's playset. I wanted an Emperor's playset. But, oh, I love this scene. Ah, all right.
Okay, so I just wanted to quickly point out at the end there, I kind of got cut off with the last video, but I felt like they really only showed the toys, and some of those later videos, they really only showed the toys for like a few seconds. I would have thought that marketing would have been better if they had showed the toys more, because there were so many toys to actually, to feature and get people to it. But I guess, their marketing worked. I mean, clearly, it was still pretty popular back then. So another one I want to go to, and sadly the Bearded Trio video did not have two of the videos that I really wanted to share towards the end of the line of Star Wars. And one was the Power of the Force, the first Power of the Force, which included the coin, and then the Droids cartoon. Okay, so we're going to share those right now.
Coming from the farthest reaches of space.
Reminds me of V. Remember V?
The most desired gifts of the galaxy.
Coins.
They are the Star Wars
Collector's coins.
Every Star Wars action figure comes with one. Dynamic graphics.
Yes.
Action story back.
Now,
Over 60 different
60 different coins.
but the best is each and every Star Wars.
And I looked, and there was that Luke Skywalker, Gunner. I mean, all these new figures, and old figures. Oh, and then the Droids cartoon. I mean, this is fun to me. I thought, oh, great, with the A-Wing, and there were some all great creatures. Oops, sorry for the block there at the end screen. But this actually came from All Things 80s. That's where I had to find those last two cartoons. So very cool stuff. Yeah, I'm sorry that it was blocked. We'll talk more about Droid in a later day.
A bit of nostalgic goodness. So cool to see those again, and really just an amazing production value, so much higher than not only just in what they were able to accomplish with the special effects, the video effects that they were able to do at the time for a commercial, but also the introduction of more movie clips, that kind of thing, and the overall better quality video. I mean, it stood better the test of time. You watch some of those original Star Wars and Empire commercials, and they sound and look far worse. So it's kind of cool that we got a little bit better technology at that point. We were able to capture that. So really cool, fun looking through that. I'm sure there are more. I know that I think the Ewoks had a whole set there, and and we haven't even begun to talk about Power of the Force 2, which we'll do at a later video. I'm enjoying this. So thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, share, hit the notification button. Again, I'm sure you've been hearing this on other channels you watch. It helps the channel, guys. I don't really have a Patreon. I don't have anything of that nature. I'm not interested in doing that. I just want to provide some Star Wars content for anyone who's interested. However, if you do want to support the channel or more than that, check out my TeePublic store. There's some great Star Wars and Darth Tuba art on T-shirts and things of that nature that you might be interested in, and it does help the channel in a little way. So thank you so much for watching. Until next time, may the Force and the toys and the commercials be with you.